Hi, my name is Valerie. I am the creator of the Facebook page Free Digital Planners by V Hopeful. I am going to show you in multiple parts how to make a planner. Um, this is part one. So I'm already in GoodNotes. It's all set up. Um, I'm going to go to this plus sign and I'm going to choose, you can do wide. I haven't worked with wide yet, so I don't want to dive into that yet. I'm just going to choose the white background. For some reason, these images pop up. I don't know if that's normal or if it's just something I haven't set up yet. So now the page is empty. If you go up to the white plus sign, you will see there's a bunch of different things there. The grids, shapes, everything for shapes. It's pretty cool. And then you can insert images. So what we're going to do first is start making our bookcase or planner case, or not even the case, sorry, the cover. So there's this square with the rounded. You can use that, a lot of people do. You can, it just makes it look rounded. You can change it by pushing on that green dot up there. I'm not going to use this one because it makes it to where when I make images and stuff like that, I have to round them off as well to make them fit on the pages. And that just takes too much time for what we have to do in the video. So go back to the plus sign. I'm going to hit the regular square and I am going to fill up that white box completely. It doesn't matter what color this is. Nobody's going to see it. So leave that. And anytime something's highlighted and you don't want it to be highlighted anymore, just click off the page and it'll take it off. Anytime that you want to view your image to see how it's going to look without the presentations on the side and all of that, you can click the play button up at the top, little triangle, and that'll just show you exactly what your image is going to look like. Now to close that, take your two fingers, pinch them together. There might be another way, that's just how I learned. Now you click on the plus size again, plus sign, sorry, I am really sick. And then you're going to come over here to the far right, click on the images. So you can either insert from somewhere, like your Dropbox or iCloud, anything like that. I'm not going to get my images from there, I'm going to get it from my photos. Whatever you want your binder to look like, or your planner to look like, this is the, what you're going to see when you're using it all the time. So just pick an image that you like. I am just picking a random one. You drag it up to the corner, make sure it's lined up, and then you're going to stretch. Now, for my images, they don't scale, they like stretch, so it's weird. You just pull it out. Now see, yes, there's a lot of excess everywhere. It doesn't matter, just pull it down to where it's not covering the blue, or to where it is covering the blue. And then on the part up above it where you see this select all paste comment, that's where you push to select things. You don't want to push on the image. You want to select all, mask with shape, and then done. So that is your cover. Now, I like to have the threaded look on the outside. I guess it's more like it looks like it was sewn. I'm going to do that. If you don't want to, skip this step. If you do, follow. So I'm going to go back to the plus sign, back to shapes, back to that size or square that I used. Now, because I want the sewn to show a little bit, I'm not going to go completely over. I'm just going to leave a little bit of space like that. Make sure your image is highlighted, and you can tell with the blue dots up at all the corners and the sides. That means that image is selected, and that's what you want. So you're going to click on the paintbrush, go to Style, Fill, and you want to hit No Fill so that you can see your image. Go back to Style. I'm going to hit Border, and then this is your border images. There's a bunch of different ones. I'm going to use the third one, and then go to the 2. That's not too bold. No, I don't like the 1. I think I like the 2 best. But I mean, you see how big it can get. I don't know, maybe the 1 does look better. I'm going to use the 2. Oh, that's 3. There we go. All right, that's done. So that is your cover. Now we need to go in and do the paper. So I'm going to go into the plus, click on the shape I want my paper, bring it over. Now wherever you want to put your tabs, you need to leave space. So if you want to do it on top, leave some space. Same with the bottom. I'm just going to do my tabs on the sides. So I'm going to leave space on both sides for my tabs. And this is completely user preference. I mean, if you want your tabs small, whatever, just keep in mind if your tabs are small, too small, they're hard to click on, they're hard to type on, But if they're too big, it doesn't look nice. So I'm going to leave this much space because I think that's probably adequate. So as you can see, the blue page is still highlighted. I'm going to go up to the paintbrush, click on Fill. I want my page to be white. If you want your page to be a different color, you can, but sorry, my throat's really dry. If you are putting images in it, and the images have a white background and you're using pink paper, it's going to show. So it's generally safe to use the white unless you're making your own images and you can just do transparent. That's up to you. Go back to Style. I'm going to put a light border on it so it just has 1 point in the width. And then I'm going to see what the shadow looks. Yeah, I like the shadow. And you can add different shadows here. Oh, that one kind of looked nice. I think I like that one still. Yep. Alright. Now I'm going to copy that page. And then I'm going to paste it. I'm going to line it up. And then I'm going to pull it in just a little bit on the corner, or on the middle, to make it look like the paper is layered. This is not something you have to do. This is my preference. And then I want to do one more page. Sometimes it pulls. Here we go. So there's my 3 pages. The last step is I'm going to go back to the plus sign. I'm going to go back to the image. I am going to insert something from my Dropbox, which is my binder rings. Now, as you could tell with my binder, oh no, I moved it. As you could tell with my binder rings, and by the way, you can lock this page. If you click on it, you can just lock it by going to the paintbrush and then arrange. You can lock everything actually, but I'm trying to get this video down a little bit in time. So as you can tell, my image does not have a page crease in it. So I'm going to have to make one. So that's centered. That's where I want it. It's sized the way that I want it. Now I'm going to go up to the plus sign, shapes, under basic, and then I'm going to hit the line. Line that line up straight. It's still highlighted. You see the blue dots on the end. I'm going to select the style that I want. I'm going to go with this brushed one. I'm actually going to keep the width the same and the color the same, but I think I'm going to, and you can even add arrowheads and everything. I'm going to add a shadow because it looks risen a little bit. I'm going to stretch it to the length of the binder, and then I'm going to pull it to the center of the binder so that it looks like it has that paged increase. But now that line is on top of my binder rings. So while it's still highlighted, or is it? Okay, now it's highlighted. I am going to go into the paintbrush, go to arrange, and there's a little scale here that says move to front and back. That moves that to the correct layer it should be at. So right now it's on top of my binder rings. It shouldn't be. So I'm going to move it down one layer. Now it's under my binder rings. Looks much better now. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the top, select all, and go to the paintbrush and hit log. Everything's locked down for the next video where we are going to do the tabs. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.